You're what's poppin', gang? Hope everybody here, hope y'all got it. Smoke a little peso. Let's get into it. So, y'all see the name of the title, man. We ain't gotta say too much about the concept of this video, you know what I'm saying? The basis of this video. But if you, I am gonna say if you're new to the channel, remember to like, share, subscribe, comment, ring that bell. I can't do the bell for now because my voice harsh, but y'all get the idea. Y'all see I had to trade the hat out for the cap out for the, you know what I'm saying, for the head wrap today, man. Switch it up on y'all, dog. Gotta keep y'all guessing, keep y'all on y'all toes. I couldn't find the black one either, so it's the only one I had to wear right now. I couldn't find my black one. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. It's all good. Like I said, let's get into this thing. And oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna drop this on Father's Day. So happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, dog. And just because you got kids do not mean you're a father. Being a dad and a father is two different things.
Wins when the family feels.
I'm constantly reminded why I'm better off alone and staying focused on myself. People nowadays.
What I should have mentioned in the beginning of the video is this man was on the down low. Y'all, this man was on the DL. He did this to her because she allegedly found video footage of him doing the do with another man, okay?
Do this. Niece is graduating college next year, and her mom's not going to be there. She'll be looking in the crowd to see her mom. It's going to suck that my nephew isn't going to Grand Valley for his first year, and he's looking for his mom to be there. It's going to suck for my youngest niece in high school, who's not going to have her mom to pick out her prom dress.
Sir, that's evident.
Sorry, what?
That's evident from the video.
Okay, I'm not talking about shooting her. I'm talking about hitting her in the head with the actual body of the gun.
I don't even know if I actually hit her. That's what I'm saying. You see me.
Okay, but you must have swung your hand that was holding a gun at her head.
Yes.
Okay, another decision you made.
Yes.
2 years ago, a Michigan mom of 3 was shot 7 times in her head as she tried to escape a window inside her home. And the sad part about this story was that her husband was the trigger man, a man who she only married just 6 months prior. But in that 6 months, a lot has went on. DVs, altercations, police being called to the home, and even alleged restraining orders. Now, why the couple decided to get a divorce 6 months later is still in the air. There has been rumors and speculation that the husband had another relationship with another man, allegedly, which we'll later discuss and see why. And there's also been discussion that the wife had just wanted to move on with another man. Nonetheless, we go over all scenarios in this video, but we also go to court, and I need the family to play a jury and let me know at the conclusion, do you guys think this man is guilty or non-guilty? But I guess in a court of law, you need a unanimous decision, which is probably how he got off in the first place. So before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I won't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna jump right to it. In February of 2023, Marcus Lofton, who was 42 at the time, and his wife, Alicia Lofton, who was 38 at the time, have recently got married. Now, Alicia's maiden name is Alicia Johnson, and people in the community were shocked to know that they was married, and it wasn't until after this altercation that took place. As far as Marcus, he was known to get money, be flashy, post on social media. Now, back in May in 2023, just 3 months in, they got into an altercation. Police was called to their home just 3 months after getting married. Yet and still, he still managed to get in contact with his wife 3 months later. But I want to point out some allegations that was done during this marriage. Now, 3 days before Marcus decided to take his girlfriend's life, a lot of things had went down. Now, during this time, Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez was a hot topic. Yet and still, Marcus decided to go on Facebook and give his take just 3 days prior to taking his own wife's life. One of those statements was, I don't condone what Tory Lanez ultimately did, but here's an inside look. All this is because Megan wanted to F the same man as her friend. She started messing with them too, even though she the one who hooked them up. So when he put it out there, all hell broke loose. But we ain't about to act like she ain't a goofy with some money, and really ain't shit for real. And on August 16, 2023, Marcus was served divorce papers by his wife, and she also told him that she was selling the house And after that, shout out to the platform, Receipts with Rail. Now it seems she's from there, Grand Rapids, Michigan. And she allegedly know the suspect. And she was able to save the Facebook post that Marcus had posted the day he was hit with divorce papers, playing victim. Check it out.
To come into people's lives, to hurt them on purpose, just because they've been hurt before. And you want to hear the funny part? People will literally ruin the calmest people, then call them crazy when they react.
And the real reason Receipts with Rail is key, and shout out to her once again. Y'all go look out for her platform. But she was down there. She heard things that a lot of people from the outside looking in wasn't able to hear. And one was the fact that Marcus was allegedly sleeping with another man. His wife found out and planned on airing them out. Check out what she had to say.
What I should have mentioned in the beginning of the video is this man was on the down low. Y'all, this man was on the DL. He did this to her because she allegedly found video footage of him doing the do with another man, okay? And it's not alleged. I mean, this is facts, but I'm just, you know, we got to say that. But, yeah, she found that video, and she filed divorce papers, and she was going to out him. Obviously, he didn't want his secret getting out, so that's why he did what he did. I think that all of this was planned ahead of time. Just the videos of him posting how sad he was and him defending Tory Lanez, him making her delete her Facebook page, all of this.
And of course, I did my research myself, fam. And I found out this video with another man, with Marcus.
In a landmark move toward accountability and justice, the state of Illinois is now offering compensation to individuals.
People trying to put two and two together. Check it out.
Say that shit. That's how I met him. I used to be getting the smoke for the nigga. Man, say that shit. Bro, who Camry? Y'all remember the shit. Y'all remember the Camry.
Come on. The neon green joint.
Come on, they remember the green Camry.
Come on, bro.
They remember the green Camry.
Come on, man. I tell you that. Come on, bro.
Green Camry, man. Bitch! Around like 40, 50 cuties in the
man, I'm talking about.
That's a long time. All rolled up the long way.
Hey, look, on some old school shit.
They was rolled up like that, bro. No exaggeration, bro. That's all for real, though. Bro, real
though. I swear to God, like I was an old school nigga.
Bro. I said, hey, when I first seen that, right, I said, this nigga must have just got out.
Hey, look. Hey, look. And the nigga used to be like, let me see what this shit doing. Cause I was an old school nigga. Nigga be like, let me see what this shit doing. I had my shit rolled up the long way. And he's like,
man, look.
Yeah, this shit is straight.
Listen, you know, and listen, I'm gonna tell you something. You know the nigga was licking them.
You had it the long way. Bro, hold up.
You had to run around to see how you open it.
So I licking them motherfuckers though. So I licking them. And I was though. That's the only nigga. Hey, I swear to God, I was doing this bitches like this.
So I'm like, you gotta roll it a few times to see where the opening at. Like, man, you gotta twist it. Like, how the fuck that? Oh, there
Sealing that bitch like a joint.
Man, that motherfucker was rolling.
Man, quit playing with my brother, man.
Just like that. That's why I'm like that.
Nonetheless, the day after he was served the divorce papers, August 17, 2023, Marcus showed up to Alicia's house on Union Avenue in Southeast. Mind you, he never supposed to been there based on the May situation where he was arrested on a DV charge where she had knots the size of golf balls on her forehead. As Marcus packed up his belongings, he snapped. His wife asked, get everything together for her new man. Marcus then grabbed his wife's pistol from a drawer. He tried to strike her with it. Then the gun went off. I couldn't hear shh. I couldn't see shh. Everything around me was blurry. I had all this rage. Marcus had told detectives after he was arrested. Alicia had locked herself in the bedroom. Marcus kicked the door open and shot his wife 15 times as she tried to escape out a window. Officers found her dead on the ground next to a house. Police had arrested Marcus a few blocks away from the scene. Fast forward to the 3rd week of May of 2025, almost 2 years later, the trial for Marcus would start. He would take the stand, and this is what he had to say as far as what happened the night that Alicia lost her life. May she rest in peace. I love her condolences to her family.
We're going to get divorced, correct?
Yes.
Did you shoot her to stop the divorce?
No. I actually filed for the, I'm the one that asked for the divorce.
Okay, so you instigated the divorce?
After, in May, after the situation with the domestic situation, I asked her for a divorce. We got the papers and I filled out the papers.
Okay. And did you shoot her to try to stop her from leaving you and going to another man?
No.
You also talked about money violence in that earlier interview. You remember that?
Yes, not mine.
But there was a substantial amount of money when Alicia sold the house, correct?
That she was to receive, is that what you're asking?
Yes.
Yes.
And you didn't shoot her because of you were not going to get any, did you?
I'm going to object to the form of the question. It's leading.
Mr. Corrs?
All right, I'll rephrase it.
All right, thank you.
All right. Did you shoot Alicia because of money issues?
No.
We heard testimony from your neighbor and also in your interview about the events that morning. You remember those?
Yes, I remember.
Did you have a plan to kill Alicia that morning?
No.
Did you intend to kill Alicia that morning?
No.
Did you want to even hurt her that morning?
No.
Thank you, Mr. Lofton.
Okay, Ms. Curtis, any cross-examination?
Good afternoon. I think it's the afternoon, sir. So you and Alicia were married on February 27, 2023?
26.
Sorry, February 26, 2023, right?
Yes.
And that was in Vegas?
Yes.
Did any of her children attend that wedding?
Nobody attended, just me and her.
Yeah, okay. And then there was a domestic violence incident on May 17, 2023, correct?
Yes.
You were arrested.
I don't know if that's the exact date, but I know it was in May.
All right, and so there was no contact order, you weren't supposed to be at the house?
Yes.
All right, but you were at the house quite a lot, right?
Yes.
Violating that no contact order?
Yes.
And,
But why though? Y'all ain't got kids. Y'all getting a divorce. Why?
you,
Like dudes.
let's talk about that day. So you said earlier that, or I should say during your interview, that you left that morning after you woke up on the couch, right? You had left the house.
Yes. Not initially, but yes.
Not initially, but at some point you left before all this happened, right?
Yes.
All right. And you didn't have to come back there after that, right?
Yes, I did have to come back.
Okay. And that was to get your stuff.
Yes.
So your stuff was very important to you.
Yes, I had to get a pack on my stuff.
So you come back to the house and now Alicia's awake, is that right?
Yes, I think she was awake.
Okay. She's wearing her robe
Yes.
and getting ready for the day.
I don't know what she was doing.
You don't know what she was doing. Okay. And you could have left at any time again, correct? The house after you came back, before this happened, you could have left again, right?
Yeah, I could have left.
Your car, your truck wasn't blocked in the drive, or it was in front of the house, right?
Yes, my truck was in front of the house.
You had your car keys, you could have left.
Yes.
And you didn't.
No.
Even when she said the things to you that made you so mad about the new person she was dating, you could have just left, right?
Yes, it's a lot of things I could have did.
That's correct. A lot of decisions you made that day, right? Is that yes?
Yes.
One after the other, right?
I don't get where you're going.
Okay, well, let's go over the decisions that you made that day. You made a decision to go get that gun out of that table, correct?
I don't get what you're asking.
You decided to go get the gun out of the white table in the foyer, right?
Yes.
And in order to do that, you had to walk over to the table, right?
Yes.
So you, each step, you're thinking step forward, right?
I can't say what I was thinking.
So you just accidentally walked over to the table?
I don't remember exactly how everything went. It just was happening so fast. I wasn't putting no thought. I didn't put thought into it.
Okay. So you walk over to the table, open the drawer, correct?
Yes.
Because the gun was in the drawer.
Yes.
And was the gun already loaded?
It had to be clearly.
Okay. So the safety was on?
I don't think that gun has a safety.
You don't think the Glock has? Okay. Did you have to put a bullet in the chamber? Or was there already a bullet in the chamber?
I'm thinking it had to be one already in the chamber.
Okay. And you had to pick up that gun with your left hand, right?
I don't know what hand I picked it up with.
But you held it in your left hand because you're left-handed at some point.
Yes.
Because that's your dominant hand, right?
Yes.
And you said to the police that Alicia saw you with the gun and said, what are you going to do with that? Or something to that effect.
Yes.
And as a result of that, you didn't just leave the house, right? You stayed at the house with the gun in your hand.
Yes.
And then you said you decided to hit her in the head with the gun.
You said I said what?
That you decided to hit her in the head with that gun.
I don't know if I said I decided to hit her in the head, but like I say, everything was happening so fast, I didn't put thought into it. It's like I wasn't in my.
So you, okay. So you didn't live there. You got a restraining order, so you're not supposed to be there. So you come to the door, you come to the house, bust down the door, you get into her, whatever, ooh, she started talking about her new dude, whatever, cool, you packing. And then you go and grab a pipe, and you hit her in the head with the gun. What? You saw the blood, you like, oh yeah, you gotta go now.
Right mind.
Right.
I can't say what I was thinking, like you're asking me.
Okay, so you just accidentally hit someone in the head who you were mad at.
You said what?
You were mad at her, right?
You said I was mad at her?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I was more hurt and embarrassed. I wasn't really, I don't know, I don't really know, it just happened so fast.
So it happened so fast, okay, so you hit her in the head with the gun, right?
Sure, that's evident.
I'm sorry, what?
That's evident from the video.
Okay, I'm not talking about shooting her, I'm talking about hitting her in the head with the actual body of the gun.
I don't even know if I actually hit her, that's what I'm saying. You see me.
Okay, but you must have swung your hand that was holding a gun at her head.
Yes.
Okay, another decision you made.
Yes.
And then whether or not you actually made contact with her head with that gun,
7 times?
she then ran away towards that bedroom, right?
Evidence from the interview.
And so when she did that, again, you're holding a gun. She's got no weapons, correct?
I didn't know what she had. I don't know.
And so you could have left the house again, right?
There's a lot of things I could have did.
That's not what I asked you, though. I asked you, you could have left the house, right?
Yes.
And you didn't, right?
No, that's evident, no.
And so instead what you decided to do was follow her to the bedroom that she ran towards, right?
Yeah, that's evident.
Okay. And then the door is now shut. She shut the door behind her, right?
Yes, that's evident.
And instead of, again, turning around and leaving, putting the gun down, even bringing the gun with you as you left, you decided to kick in the door, right?
Like I said, things were happening so fast, it's not what I thought. It's not a decision that I just consciously made.
So you're just like sleepwalking?
It didn't, I don't even know how to describe it, to be honest. Like, it just, like I say, it just didn't, I don't know. It just happened so fast. Like, it don't even feel like.
It don't feel real. Is that what you gonna say? I really hope you're not gonna say that.
It just didn't, I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest.
But you kicked down that door.
Yeah, that's evident.
And once you opened the door,
no, not the front door, but you kicked down the door.
You saw Alicia climbing out the window, right?
Yes.
And instead of, again, turning around and leaving that house, which you were free to do, you chased after her, right?
No, I didn't. No. Well, however you want to word it.
Well,
I don't, like I say, you asking me questions. I didn't put thought into what was going on. If I put thought into what was going on, none of these events would happen. So you asking me what I was thinking. And I don't know what I was thinking at the time. I can't answer the question the way you want me to answer the question.
Okay, but ultimately you followed her, right? Chased her.
Ultimately, all these events happened, and that's the reason why I'm here.
So you admit that you killed Alicia?
Yes.
And you admit that you shot her 15 times?
I didn't know how many times. I didn't sit there and count.
You shot her until it ran out of bullets?
I don't know. I don't even know if it was what was left, if it was any more bullets in the gun. I don't know.
And you shot her even though she was trying to escape the house.
Well, yeah.
And you shot her as she was lying in a heap on the grass beneath the window.
I don't know if that's when it happened. You asking a specific question that I can't answer.
You shot her as she was lying on the ground beneath the window, didn't you?
I don't know if she was lying on the ground.
Well, she certainly wasn't running anywhere.
I wasn't paying attention to think like that. I wasn't thinking like, let me watch and see where she was at, how she was moving. I wasn't thinking like that. I wasn't in my right mind to think like that.
But you were firing that gun one after another.
Well, you can say that, yes.
I can say that?
You know what I'm saying?
So that's
how you want to put it, yes.
So that's a yes. Firing that gun
Yes.
15 times.
If that's what it said, yes.
And then you left the house. At that point, that is when you decided to leave, correct?
Yes, I left.
And you left her there dying on the grass.
Yes, I left.
And you decided that you wanted to go say goodbye to the people in your life that are important to you.
Yeah, I went to go say goodbye, yeah.
Right, so you can't say, oh, I lost my mind, I went crazy. No, you didn't, because you could have left. If that was the case, you wouldn't have left after you smoked her. After you smoked her, you would have stayed there then. You could have left. You didn't want her to tell your secret, little freaky dude. You didn't want her
But
to
that
tell
was
your
after
secret.
you threw the gun somewhere, right?
Yes.
Got rid of the gun, right?
Yeah, yes.
You didn't call 911 to get medical treatment for her, did you?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you didn't care if she died, did you? You wanted her to die.
I didn't know if she was dead. I didn't know if she died or anything. I didn't even know
That was her
the extent of what happened. I don't know. Things were happening so fast. I didn't sit there to gauge everything. I just know that things happened and I got up out of there.
All right, and the person who made you mad was now dead, correct?
The person that made me
Alicia was dead and she had made you mad, right?
Yeah, she was dead.
And she had made you mad before you killed her, right?
Yes, if that's what you want to say.
No, this is not about what I want to say. This is
I mean, you
answer my question.
leaded me with the questions when you asking me this, the person that made me mad and all of this. You know what you're doing. It's crazy.
Mr. Lofton. Mr. Lofton.
Yes.
You're under oath.
Yes, I know.
Try to
And that's
answer.
why I'm being truthful.
Try to answer the question as best you can.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
The person who you were mad at, your wife, was now dead at your hands, correct?
Like I said at the time, I didn't know that she was dead.
You didn't notice she was dead?
No, I didn't.
You didn't notice the blood coming out of her?
No.
The shell
I didn't.
casings littered around her body?
I didn't, honestly, I didn't.
Okay, well then why'd you leave?
Because I knew something had happened after sitting there and coming back, like hearing these gunshots. I know something had to happen. It didn't matter if she was dead or not.
It didn't matter?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying like I had to get up out of there because I knew that something happened and I knew I had to leave and I just left.
Because you were going to be arrested, right?
Exactly.
And you were trying to get away.
No, I wasn't trying to get away from being arrested. That's why I turned myself in.
And you acknowledge that in order for a gun to be fired, you have to pull the trigger, right?
Yes.
So you had to pull that trigger 15 times.
Yes, apparently.
So now you heard from him. Essentially, after a week-long trial, Kent County Circuit Judge Scott Noto announced it was a mistrial, May 23, 2025. Apparently, a jury was unable to reach a unanimous verdict in the case against Marcus Lofton, who allegedly shot and killed his wife, Alicia Lofton, 38, after an early morning argument. For 3 days, the jurors heard testimony about Marcus' toxic relationship. The DA did speak on plan on trialing him once again in the near future. But as of now, Marcus killed his wife of 6 months after having allegations of sleeping with another man, and it seemed he got away with it. Let me know how you guys feel about this one in the comments, as this trial.
I mean, yeah, I know what y'all be going for, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, y'all be knowing, bro. Y'all be knowing, dog. Y'all be knowing. That's all I can say. Y'all be knowing, y'all do better. You know what I'm saying? My condolences to her. You know what I'm saying? That's wicked. That's crazy. I don't know how to feel about that one. You know, so I don't think nobody should go to jail. But you smoke Turkish, you ain't want her to tell everybody you was DL. Don't be DL then. Be loud and proud about it. It's 2025. We accept child conduct a little more in society. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are more accepted now. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, bro, you that was what make you weird. And you better hope don't nobody that love her. Boy. Hey, look, man, just lucky it ain't my people. You know. But let me know if you made it this far. Remember, share, subscribe, comment, ring that bell. Let me know what you think at the bottom, man. Voice still hoarse. But yeah, yeah, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's a crazy one there. That's a video. We gone, man. I'll catch y'all on the next one. You did.